Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have yet another book box to share with you. It is the September Authentic Books Premium Box and it has been sent to me for review. Now I say yet another book box because you know, if you've been watching my channel for the last several weeks, that I am currently on a mission to get caught up with my book box subscriptions. So I made that my goal back in August or September. That means that you will probably still see some October, November, December boxes in the new year because I still have boxes coming in, of course, and I still have all kinds of limited edition and holiday boxes coming in, but there's probably going to be several each week so that I can get caught up. But I think it kind of works out because some of them are more spooky, so they go with spooky season, and then of course all these different book boxes, they're all offering different things, different styles, and they make really great gift options depending on the recipient. So it's a nice way for you guys to kind of compare the different boxes and see what's going to work for those different gift recipients, or to put them on your wish list for people who are looking for something to gift to you, because these book boxes are such a lovely way of practicing self-care, but also kind of inspiring you to get back into your reading. Now, talking specifically about Authentic Books, I am so excited to tell you, in case you didn't already know, that they were the winner of the Best Book Box Nobody Award. Now, Nobot is what we call subscribers of this channel very lovingly, and we have our own little private Facebook group called the Nobot Nook. Over there, we decided that we would do our own awards, so different boxes were nominated just as a way of recognizing them for all of their hard work and their consistency, and Authentic Books won as the Best Book Box. We've also been talking about doing a book club where we all kind of read along, and decided that we probably want to do that in the new year when people aren't quite as busy. So we'll probably be selecting a book from Authentic Books. What's really great about Authentic Books is every single month you have at least 3 titles to choose from. So we'll do a little preliminary vote over there in the Nobot Nook, and then that way people who want to join our little book club, you can get the book on your own, or you can choose from one of the 3 sizes that Authentic Book Box does for each of those 3 novels each month. I know that's crazy. They do like three different boxes for 3 different novels every single month. So the prices on those, it is going to be now $42 for the mini, $52 for the full, and $62 for the premium, and that is all plus shipping. I believe the shipping right now is $9.99, which is pretty good considering how hefty these boxes often are. Obviously, there are more items in each level up, and there are also options in terms of doing add-ons, or if you can't quite choose which book, you can decide to get the extra books, but the items are curated to go along with the novel that you choose as your first choice. So it's a really fun subscription, you guys. If you are interested in subscribing, you can use the code Noelle10. That will save you 10%. As always, I will leave all of that information for you in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get into this box, and I'll tell you along the way a little bit more about what you get in the mini, what you get in the full, and what you get in the premium box. So opening it up, let me see if I can get into the box. Why can't it open? There we go. So inside we just have some simple tissue paper. I have to say, you guys, I am so impressed with how they've just been rolling along despite being affected, of course, by the hurricane. They're located there in Florida, and she has just got all kinds of special edition boxes coming out. This is the September box. They usually ship towards the end of the month or the beginning of the next month, so this one is still right on time from when I got it. So let me go ahead and open it up, and then I will show you. So of course, every box comes with this nice guide, and she does such a lovely job with the booklet. You can see the book that I chose, but again, 3 different options in a variety of genres. So there's usually kind of more of a mystery or thriller. That's usually what I go for. Sometimes there's just more of a contemporary fiction. Sometimes there's romance. Something for everyone, really. So let's go ahead and let me show you what it looks like on the interior. So it's very clear and easy to see. So the purple is what's in every box, specifically the mini, but everything adds on from the mini. Then the peach over here, that's what you would get in addition to the purple in the full box. And then the green, of course, is what you would get in addition to the full box in the premium. So you get all of that stuff. But the whole idea is that it's supposed to tantalize the senses. So the book is for the sense of sight. And then in every box you get, for the sense of smell, a candle that they make in-house at Authentic Books, always again inspired by the novel. So they're making 3 different scents every single month. And then for the sense of taste, in the full boxes, you're going to get to choose between coffee, tea, or a cocktail ingredient, because every box comes with a cocktail recipe, and usually that cocktail ingredient is going to work in that recipe, as well as a food recipe. So I think that is really fun. Now she just recently added the coffee, so I think that is going to be a standard though in every box from now on. And then if you do the premium, you actually get a second taste item. You're going to get chocolate, which that's why I always suggest. I know it's a little bit of a step up price wise, but the chocolate is so nice to have as you are reading. Now in each of those levels there is a touch item, an additional one. So mini has 1 touch item, full has 2, and then the premium has 3. And then of course the other nice thing is that they do have a give back element. 5% of your membership will be donated to the Adopt a Classroom Foundation, supporting children's education and their educators. So she always has that information for us. This is a new edition. There's like a little editor's note. This is Natisha right here. She's always telling us about what's coming up. We always get a book playlist, and that of course is in every level, as well as a lovely bookmark to match whatever novel you have chosen. They're doing a little highlight of one of the makers each month as well. And then finally, like I said, here are our book cocktail and story eats recipes. This time the cocktail is Avena's Maine margarita, and the story eats, oh my gosh, you guys, Maine lobster rolls. It's never as good as when you just go to like the coast and get a good lobster roll, but those look delicious, so I might have to do that. That sounds so good to me right now. But I'm going to turn to the main pages that of course have the information about the products so that I can share that with you, and I will of course read the blurb about the book, and you can get a better idea of kind of my reading style these days and what I chose. So inside, here's all the items, of course. So let's go ahead and start with our candle, because I always think it's cute, and it is again something that comes in every level of the box. It says it's about to get literary. So let's open this up. So this is for, again, the sense of smell. It is in every single box, and this one is called Maine Nights, as in the state of Maine. Very lovely. It says Sweet Coastal Breeze. Now that sounds like a scent that I am going to love. I always love breezy, beachy scents. It says it has notes of fresh florals and salty sweet air. Our candles are always hand stirred and poured in the authentic book studio using non-toxic ingredients. We love to hear that. Now let's give it a sniff and see what we think. And candles, you guys, always great to get you in that reading mood, doesn't matter what time of year. Oh, that smells so good. Yes, it's beachy, it's fresh, it's light, it's got some little shells to add to the ambiance. I think that is super duper fun. Always one of my favorite parts. Now, again, one of the reasons I'm trying to get through all my book boxes is so I can really enjoy the boxes as they arrive. That's kind of how I started out with all of them. And then I started just getting so many boxes that I couldn't keep up. So I'm going to try to make that one of my New Year's resolutions, to kind of keep up a little bit more once I balance it all back out. All right, you guys, let's take a look at, let me see if I can find the next thing. Okay, so we have a touch item. Look, it's even labeled now. That's a new element, touch item. This is, let's see, oh my goodness, you guys. So this is touch number 3. So this is only in the premium boxes. It's adorable. It's a little air plant. You guys, I have so many air plants from different subscription boxes. They're one of the only kinds of plants that I managed to keep alive. It's a little sea urchin, and then you just put the air plant right in there. Oh, so cute, because the nice thing is they are so low maintenance, but of course we did get some information, a little card, and this is coming from the Simply Crafty shop. These wonderful plants don't need soil to grow, and they can flourish in many different environments. Additionally, they only require a moderate amount of light and watering about once per week. So I actually just keep mine in my kitchen window along with my succulents and my cacti, and they seem to do pretty well. And this one has fared the weather pretty well. They do get occasionally a little dried out. Sometimes I just need to spritz them a little bit more, but I love the little sea urchin. That is so cute. And I think I have one of these already. I have a couple pineapples, sea urchins, some interesting like wood sculptures. That is a great item. I'm super excited about that one. Okay, for our chocolate, and again, so those are the two things that are only going to be in the premium, is that third touch item and the chocolate. So this looks like a new company. Sometimes we get repeat companies in this box. It says this is from Chequasit Chocolate. So I might be pronouncing that wrong. It's a blueberry ginger bar, but look at this like sea map that they wrapped it in. That is so cool. It says silky dark chocolate studded with small jewels of candied ginger and dried wild Maine blueberries. This bar has a dedicated cult following, and it's easy to understand why. A 72% dark chocolate base lets the warm, subtly spicy ginger shine through. Dried blueberries add nourishing antioxidants and surprising sweetness to each bite. You guys, that sounds amazing. I love the nautical vibes of this as well. So they have a workshop in Cape Cod. That is so cool. So it's coming from the East Coast, origin Dominican Republic, but this kind of reminds me, my parents have they have a table that has a sea chart on it, so this is what it kind of gives me those vibes of, and I should probably share it with my mom because she would love it, but I don't know if it's going to make it to my next visit there. So that sounds really, really good. I'm really excited about that. All right, so I usually get the cocktail ingredient every once in a while, like in the last limited edition box, the anniversary box, I went for the tea, I guess. So this one is the Maine Margarita Spirit Nipper Cocktail Infusion, and it just came in this little mason jar, and there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's like dried berries and stuff. Can you guys kind of see that there through the top? Very interesting. So that's very different. Usually we get like a syrup or something. So let me see if you actually use that. I think you do. So you use this. It's tequila infused already. Then you add dry curacao pine syrup. Ooh, I gotta get that. Lime juice, fiesta bitters, and owl and whale blueberry bitters. Wow, that is a very different kind of margarita. This is pretty cool though. I need to be better about making all these cocktails. Again, in my dreams, it's that I'll have a lot more time to really enjoy all of the contents of all these book boxes once I've gotten caught up and I have a little more space for them. So the next thing, so that was taste item number 1, basically for full and premium boxes. This is gorgeous. This is the Radiant Blooms Journal. So this is the touch item that came in all of the boxes, mini, full, and premium. Then it looks like there were 3 variations. So this is from Lantern Press. It says this collection set of 3 uniquely illustrated journals dares us to dream in bold colors, revel in the vibrancy of life, and spring into the wild unknown. Each box will contain one of these 3 beautiful journals. I love this. It looks like really good quality. Ooh, it's got lined pages. Gotta love that. And then I was just looking at the interior cover. It says our collection was inspired by 2 things: the wondrous importance of nature and Adolphe Milot, one of nature's most faithful illustrators. A 19th century painter and avid entomologist, Milot cataloged and preserved thousands of species with a botanist's accuracy. Although his attention to detail and beauty of his work remained timeless, we had fun reimagining it. So that is kind of cool. I used to like love scientific drawings. I used to almost like want to be a scientific illustrator until I realized that there was way too many bugs that I would have to illustrate and organs and things like that. So that is really lovely, and they are the maker, I think, that we have a little highlight about inside of the pamphlet, which is always kind of nice. That's a beautiful, I like getting a like stationary item as a touch item, more so than sometimes we get a lot of self-care in terms of like bath and body products. So this time around, not so much, which is, we did get one. Let me find it. So for touch number 2, so full boxes and up, full and premium, we did get 1 self-care item. This, I think we've gotten something from Formulary 55 before. Ooh, this sounds good, you guys. Sea Mineral Body Polish in grapefruit and rosemary. Speaking of scientific drawings, there's one kind of right there. These individually packaged botanical treatments are an excellent way to practice self-care and give yourself a perfect spa treat. You guys know I don't use a lot of scrubs. I don't do a lot of like bath stuff, but I bet this smells amazing. It would make a great foot soak as well. And you know, sometimes if I just have a nice little bowl in my shower, I can kind of use it as a scrub, kind of add some of the moisture ahead of time. It says combine salts with water to make a paste and apply to skin. So yeah, just put it in a little bowl ahead of time and then take it with you into the shower. It says for an extra moisturizing boost, mix scrub with 2 tablespoons of coconut or olive oil instead of water. That sounds like a really good and luxurious option. So all right, you guys, where did my bookmark go? Usually I can find it. Let's see if I misplaced it. I don't see it at the moment, but maybe it's still hiding in my box. So usually there's a bookmark, but I don't see it this time around. And usually and often there is a nice book plate that we might get, a signed book plate. I don't see it this time around though, so I'll have to double check. And sometimes that happens, and then they'll actually just send me the bookmark later on because I love having all of my books lined up with the tassels. I've gotten really addicted to having gorgeous hardcover copies of everything. So here's the novel. It's Lucy by the Sea by Elizabeth Strout, who is the winner of the Pulitzer Prize. That's very impressive. So of course on the back of these hardcover ones we just have a bunch of different quotes. Let's see if I can find it. So nice big font, so maybe that won't take me so long as usual. So it says, let's read it. It says, a poignant, moving, pitch-perfect novel about a divorced couple stuck together during lockdown and the love, loss, despair, and hope that animate us even as the world seems to be falling apart. Wow. It says, with her trademark, spare, crystalline prose, a voice infused with intimate, fragile, desperate humanness, Washington Post, Elizabeth Strout turns her exquisitely tuned eye to the inner workings of the human heart, following the indomitable heroine of My Name is Lucy Barton through the early days of the pandemic. As a panicked world goes into lockdown, Lucy Barton is uprooted from her life in Manhattan and bundled away to a small town in Maine by her ex-husband, William. For the next several months, it's just Lucy, William, and their complex past together in a little house nestled against the moody, swirling sea. Rich with empathy and emotion, Lucy by the Sea vividly captures the fear and struggles that come with isolation, as well as the hope, peace, and possibilities that those long, quiet days can inspire. At the heart of this story are the deep human connections that unite us, even when we're apart. The pain of a beloved daughter's suffering, the emptiness that follows the death of a loved one, the promise of a new friendship, and the comfort of an old, enduring one. That sounds really good. So I didn't go for it kind of looks like a thriller, doesn't it? But it's more of a contemporary fiction, and I am really interested in reading all of these novels that are coming out post-pandemic, where people are talking about what we all experienced and how fictional characters can kind of work through these. And I'm sure there's a little bit of truth, as always, in each of them. So I'm just double checking one more time for, yeah, I don't think that I got any book plate. I don't know if this one came with one. Sometimes it doesn't, or an author's note. And I didn't get a bookmark this time around, but they're really good about sending it to me the next time around. So I'll just send them a quick email. But let's look at all the stuff that we got. First of all, we got this a lovely book that I'm very excited to read. It sounds like a good moody read. I always love the metaphor that the sea can provide. It's like a metaphor for everything, it seems like. We got this a lovely notebook. That is a really nice touch item. Of course, we got our candle. It is called Maine Nights. It smells like the ocean in a good way. For our taste number one, I chose the cocktail mix, which is the Spirit Nippers. So tart blueberry and sweet apple. It's like a little fizzy thing. So that's dried blueberries in there. There's a blueberry theme going on. We got for our second touch item in the full and premium boxes our rosemary and grapefruit body polish, which sounds amazing. One of my favorite things I think I've ever gotten in an authentic book box, this adorable pink sea urchin air plant. And then of course our chocolate indulgence is the Chequasit chocolate bar, blueberry ginger bar. So there's the blueberry theme once again. I just have to look into getting my bookmark and if there was a book plate. But again, there's so much. This box is like so full of goodness. I'm so grateful that I get to review it. I am so excited that they won the Nobody Award and that we might be doing an authentic books selection for our first book club for the new year. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out by giving it a thumbs up. If you have already read this novel and you loved it, let me know without too many spoilers in the comments as well. And I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.